everyone. Does anyone mind if I'm just wearing this big, cosy, snuggly jumper? I know it's not a shirt, but I just want to be comfy today. Right, so where did we get to in our last series episode? This one is going to be about deposit and what size deposit you need and all the myths that go with it. Okay, so since COVID, all the lenders sort of pulled their loan to values. So for a while, there was no high loan to value products available. High loan to value means you don't put in a lot of deposit. And low loan to value means you put in a lot of deposit. And the lower the loan to value, the better the rate, because the lender's taking less risk, you're putting in more of your own money, and the lender feels safer, and therefore the rate is better. So you're sort of rewarded in that way. So we're not going to talk about rates today, they change all the time. I will do a little video on rates so you have a bit of an idea of rates and the monthly payments over various scenarios, which is absolutely not advice. It just gives you a little idea, because I often get, you know, well, if I bought this property and I had this deposit, what would it cost me? So I can give you a little bit of that information, gives you a bit of a steer on what might be affordable or not affordable. So if that helps in some way, it's often one of the most questions I get from clients, so I can throw that your way, no problem. Obviously it changes all the time, so the rates change, but you know, they pretty much stay the same. So yes, through COVID, all the high loan to value products were withdrawn. And then as we came out of the first lockdown, we noticed that lenders got a bit more confidence. The market was absolutely booming, which was brilliant. And over time, more and more lenders started to release higher loan to value products again. So we found that up to 75, 85% even came back pretty strong and pretty much stayed there. So that was good. But what we didn't have was many 90% loan to value products. That's when you put in 10% deposit. So a lot of first time buyers, that's what they'll be looking to do, some even 5%. But there's a huge jump in rate from 5% deposit to 10% deposit. So if you can get that extra 10%, I would advise you to do that because the rates are so much better and there's a lot more choice of lender. So what's happening with the higher loan to value market at the moment is we're seeing that lenders are releasing high loan to value mortgages in tranches. So this is something that we haven't seen before, but because the lenders and the brokers everybody is just so busy, there's so much demand. Apparently there was a third more mortgage applications than there was pre-COVID, which is just outstanding, but the stats don't lie. And you know, the timescales don't lie. The lenders are inundated with applications, which meant that their service levels drop. And sometimes you'll see that they withdraw products, or they up the fees, or they up the rates to try and control the amount of business that they're getting through the door so that their service levels don't drop. But it doesn't really matter how much they try to do that, service levels have dropped. There's one or two lenders that are still doing okay, but all the lenders that we see that lend the most, that have the best rates, obviously they are inundated with applications. So please bear that in mind, especially with the end of the stamp duty holiday approaching at the end of March. Typically it will take 8 to 10 weeks for a normal purchase to go through, but please bear in mind that there's so many extra applications going in, so many purchases, everybody trying to get their property before the stamp duty break ends. So add another 4 weeks onto your purchase timescale. And this is another reason for these videos, because if I can help you to get all the information up front, tell you how to prepare it, give you the information, it's just going to be such a quicker, slicker process for you and the lender, and hopefully you'll get there before that stamp duty break comes to an end. Deposit wise, if you have 15 to 25% deposit, then that's where the best rates are. So all the 75% loan to value products are amazingly low. You will still get something a bit cheaper if you drop to 65% loan to value, but if you're at 75%, you're getting a really good rate. You're going to be happy with that. 85%, again, the rates are pretty good. So, you know, much lower than they used to be, sort of 8 to 10 years ago. So considering the times we're in, you're going to be happy with an 85% rate as well. To be honest, you'd be happy with a 90% rate. They're much higher, but, well, they're not much higher. I'll go into rates in another video, but they're still good, but they're just really hard to get for the reasons I've just said. So what we're finding is the lenders will do a tranche of 90%. So as a broker, we would have a warning that for 24 hours or 48 hours, a tranche of 90% mortgages are going to be released into the market. Now, I have a client list of people waiting for 90%. So they missed it last time maybe, and they're waiting for that next 90% tranche. So they have their eye on a property, they have their 10% deposit, and they're just sat there waiting. So as soon as we get that alert that 90% is coming, then I contact all of those clients and I say, get prepared, we're about to do your application. Then as soon as it's released, all the brokers are firing 90% mortgages into the relevant lenders that are doing those tranches. The lender gets overloaded and they use all their funds, and then they close. So after the 24 hours, that's it. Those 90% get pulled. So they've just sort of got a manageable amount of mortgage applications at 90%, that higher risk to the lender. So that's how they're doing it. So you have to be extra prepared to get that higher loan to value product. And I would say that most of you that are watching this series are probably after those higher loan to value products. So it's really important that you prepare well so you can take action, because you only get a small window to do it. So yeah, hopefully that will help, and please look over my other videos to help you prepare for whatever your circumstances are so that you can really take action and get that high loan to value when it pops up. 95% mortgages, we're not really seeing a lot of those at all. They have their place, like the Help to Buy, which is another topic completely. And you know, some of the smaller building societies will often release a 95%, but the rates are, you know, they're still good when you look at the overall picture, but 95% at the moment is really tough to get. So I would try and aim at 90%. As an absolute minimum for you, and then just sit there ready, just waiting for the next tranche to be delivered. And those tranches are being delivered by some of the top lenders, the ones that lend the most, the ones that are happy with a pay rise letter or a new employment that hasn't yet started, or just 1 year's, 4 years accounts, or a company that's profits have dropped the latest year. So all those quirky things where a lot of people think, that's it, I can't get a mortgage. You actually can get a mortgage, and these are the lenders and the types of criteria where you can get this higher loan to value, but you just need to be prepared and you need to be quick. So hopefully that's really helped. Any questions, leave them below. Any topics you want me to speak about, leave that below as well. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you on my next little topic. Thanks for watching.